Hey there, I'm JP and welcome at Islandia Islands, and for today we're going to work on a start of what I like to call the shopping district, and I would like to add a giant TV along with it, and let's see what else we can do. Also, thank you guys a lot for your comments on the last two episodes. I really appreciate it and keep them coming, and if you don't know what to comment but you still want to help out the series, then place an emoji. So, the shopping district. I got a couple of fun ideas that I can place in this district thanks to Captain Misaraji, and those things are vending machines as well as mini bikes. He also showed a lot more other things like ideas for lights and airco system, and I really love them, so thank you very much. If you would like to share ideas, then you can join my Discord and place them in the Minecraft idea channel. There is a link in the description, and then I will show your idea at the start of each episode. Now, the reason why I'm calling this the start of the shopping district is because I want to make a restaurant right out here, and I think two shops right into this area, as well as we make this also into a shop. Then along the way, right down here, there will be a very big marketplace, a kind of an apocalyptic kind of marketplace right out here with a stairways that goes up. I'm not sure just yet what to create along the side with it, but yeah, we're going to work towards this area, which I've explained a little bit about in the first episode, that I would like to dig out some water down here, then place a couple of docks and maybe like a very beautiful tree in the middle of it. Now, the first thing that I am going to need to do is make this into a shop, and I've been thinking a lot about what I could do with this shop. And since I've been placing, like, I believe these are honeycombs and orange glass windows in here, that we should make like a honey shop out of it. I should treat the shops as what I would like to see on a server. For the people that know what I'm talking about Handcraft with BOO and Corrales and those good fellows, they make the shop on such a way that you can buy stuff, leave some diamonds, and you know, the shop needs to be restocked. And this is the kind of the way that I would like to treat my shops too. So, a honey shop. Now, there are a couple of things that can be placed in the honey shop, which right down here we could sell honey blocks. We could sell honeycomb block, there we go, honeycombs and or honey bottles. Now I'm going to take care that we got some chests set up, we got some signs set up, and just make the place look a little bit nice. Now I'm also thinking this floor down here, I need to replace it with something else. And since I want to sell these blocks down here, I am also thinking to do something different with the back wall. I do want to keep it yellow orangey though, so let me just see what I can do with that. Now, of course, we got orange wall, which would be a nice one for the floor, unless we also got yellow glazed terracotta. Let me see how that looks like actually. Yeah, we need to place the stuff on a certain way, I understand. All right, there we go. So I need to place one block from this side, then one block from this side, very good. And then I have to do the exact opposite way, which, like that. And then this one up front. Yeah, it does kind of look like a flower is, right? Now I want to see if I can make like a nice wallpaper out of this. And then for the floor, we could use like this orange carpet. Maybe it would be nice to also mix this up with yellow. Alright, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not completely feeling it just yet. I have to also say that it's very difficult to do stuff in a round building because there are some spots and places, for example with trapdoors, which I cannot place anything, for example up there. So I might just change something off camera. I just have to mess around a lot with it to see what I can do about it. You know, it could also be there is a lot of orange down here in the middle and there is no orange on the side, and there is too much yellow onto the side. And it's crashing a little bit against the contrast of the gray area. But in overall, I start to kind of like what is going on down here. Especially, you know, there is a lot of yellow and orangey stuff going on, which can be seen from the outside, which I like a lot. What are you doing all the way here, buddy? Is it because I have some beehives in here? I don't think so, right? No. So yeah, indoors it looks like this. And yeah, like I've been saying, it could be the contrast of gray. I'll mix it with the yellow and the orange. That is kind of something missing out here. Yeah, but if you guys have some ideas, you can let me know in the comment section. I use these guys as a flag, and I think I'm going to use that a lot more all over the place and see what I can mix up with that. I kind of like it though. But yeah, down here we got honey block, 1 stack, 1 diamond. Now I'm not really sure just yet what the prices should be in a multiplayer, but that's where I got you guys for, that we can all discuss this onto my Discord once it is time to set up a multiplayer server. For now, just leave it with 1 stack, 1 diamond, which also goes for honey drinks, honeycomb, and honeycomb block right down here. Yeah, this kind of looks like a hive type of deal, right? The hive has like little chambers where the bees are, you know, slipping in, being born at, watching TV, and that good stuff. I also replaced the lights, the yellow ones for the more orangey ones. But yeah, like I've been saying, there is something for my feeling that needs to be changed. And yeah, if you guys have ideas, just drop them in the comment section. Alright, so what I would like to do for right now is I want to make a restaurant right into this section down here. Because, you know, you can see we have a lot of people that, well, undead, that would like to eat something. So I was thinking we need to make like a very big window, an entrance, and I think once you get into the restaurant for reasons, you're gonna go down first, because, you know, I'm here with this piece of roading that is underneath here, which is not gonna be, you know, very handy if I want to add a ceiling to it. Now I also feel like I want to do something more to this area, and I would actually like to implement one of these vending machines idea, and I think right down in here would be a very good idea. So I'm just going to remove a couple of blocks down here and then just place these guys in here, and also get out of the way, get out of the way, out. There we go, finally. It has something like this, right? It's not complete just yet. Just hang on a second. I cannot place them from the top, so I have to start at the bottom. And then, in this case, it seems like a vending machine is 3 high, so 1, 2, 3, right? Then I'm going to also add this up front, like that. Yeah, we have another piece of empty wall, but we could do something with this. And it seems like I'm going to need to make use of bookshelf, which need to be placed in this corner. You know what, just for the sake, I don't want to leave empty space behind there. I'm just also going to add 1 in there. Now, of course, this vending machine has like trapdoors at the side, but because we are building it into the wall, we don't really need that right now. Now, also in this case, we have a little bit of freedom, right? Because it is in the wall, and there is a lot of darker colors going on, while over here there's a lot of orange and yellow, and this side it'll start to get a little bit of red and pinkish. I'm looking at it, and since this also has like a sign on it, I think I'm going to need to look at the signs first before really deciding what I am going to add in there. And restaurant wise, if I look around in this area, we got like purple down here. Maybe restaurant wise we could add in some more blue. I mean, it is very bluish if you look from this angle, right? We have the sky, we got the water, we get that water. Maybe some blue in there, and then like a very different color for the vending machine. You know what, I think mangrove would be a nice color. Don't see a lot of it. Well, we see a lot of it over there, but this is like a whole new area. But that would be a good idea. Maybe something like that, like ink line type of deal. And we give it like a color. And then I got like a couple different things. Now maybe, you know, actually that's not too bad of an idea. Having that like white. And maybe down under we can do something different. Now I am going to see if I can copy this stuff down here. I think I just need to do Ctrl C. Will that work? Normally I do Ctrl A and then Ctrl C. Okay, that doesn't work. So I need to do Ctrl A and then Ctrl C. Yep, that does work. So Ctrl A is just copying everything, or at least select everything, and then Ctrl C of copying, and then Ctrl V of putting it down. Well, that is very right. This is kind of okay, but I got a couple of colors. You know, that soften the white a little bit. Maybe you can even add blue in there. Alright, I'm just gonna take it. Very good. So, I'm just going to pretend that... Wait, what's going on down here? Why is the dog on fire again? How did this happen? Well, anyways, I wanted to say I'm just gonna pretend that I'm a person walking by and looking for a restaurant. And I'm like, you know, I'm not really in the mood for sushi, noodles, burger, and fries. So, I'm just going to continue walking to see if there is something else. Then I'm walking down here and I'm like, what does that say? Restaurant du Formees. Wow, that sounds like delicious. I'm not really sure what it is, but yeah, here we have a little restaurant and I like this. It is like mustard and ketchup onto the tables. But, you know, that is kind of it for this area down here. It's just like a little bit of a, what I call a dummy building. It just partly there is something in here. And partly, which I'm talking about this, is just empty because you're not going to see it anyways. If this would be visible, like, let's say in the back here, you know, with a long open space, then I would be like, you know, let's fill in the blank. But in this case, I'm just going to keep this empty. We got like some, I don't know, posters or menus, you know, what you can order on this side and on that side, which, you know, I like it. I like it a lot. I had a little bit of trouble finding the right colors. Also up here, I just made like some rods in here with trapdoors because, you know, I needed to come up with something in order to fill in the blank over there. And as you can see, I changed the background a little bit behind the machine and I added this guy. I'm not really sure what this guy is really doing, but we need to keep an eye out on him in case he wants to steal some soda. Now let me just place these guys back right down here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so it slowly but surely starts to become something. I can still add a little bit of this and that. Which, for an example, I can actually replace this one and then do that. So add a little bit of green in there. Maybe, you know, because we got two of these guys. Excuse me for that. And yeah, because we got two of these guys, how about we just, you know, add in a long one in there. That covers up a little bit more. I do agree it is very grayish in this area, but yeah, if you have something, just let me know. Absolutely. Okay, so in this case, before I want to continue with this side down here, make something nice out of it, I would first like to see if I can make a gigantic big screen TV, because this one, you know, we have a lot of space for that, and it will be visible from a lot of sides, right? We can see it from, you know, this area. You're like, what in the world is that? And then boom, here you got like a full view onto it. Later on in this area, you might have some views now and then onto it. If you come onto the stairways down here, you have a view onto it. You know, etc, etc. You come with the train to the train station, and you're like, you know, getting out on this side, you have like a view onto it. It's like what they call in some games like point of interest, right? And ooh, now I'm thinking of it. I can also try at some point to make like a colorful vehicle down here. Not too high, not too low. Yeah, that might break up and add some more colors to this area. I think it would be a good idea though. So, since we have this new update with Wolfen armor, look what I got for you. Look at you, you're so pretty. Yeah, you look so good. Well, let's say for an example, choose red because, you know, he has like this red band around his head. Oh, don't stand up. Maybe like that? No? Maybe it needs to be done in here? Like, no. Well, if anyone knows, you can let me know in the comment section. Anyways, I just wanted to show you something between in. And that is that I've added some stuff and I changed some stuff. Now in this case, this is now how the front of the store looks like, and it looks a lot more calmed down with not having like the gray blocks between in the trapdoors, so it looks very nice. and or I have changed like the background of that window there to something more calmer instead of like these very bright blocks down there. I'm happy with this. I actually like that. A couple of extra lamps on there. Also, this guy, I'm not sure if this is the store owner or whatever he's doing, but he's looking at the store, he's holding up a rope and seemed to praise the store. Yeah. Also, as you can see, maybe a couple of things. I have one added in the TV. Now, I'm going to be real honest with you. Captain Misery was saying that I should be doing something with light and glass. Now, I did add a light in the background and then glass in the front of it. But for whatever reason, I didn't like the way how it looked. Now, of course, Captain didn't show me any examples, so I'm not really sure if that is what he meant. Maybe you can show me like an example in my Discord sometime, what you were thinking about, some kind of TV idea. I just made like, what is that, Steve on there? Of course, if you guys have some ideas, you can let me know. I can always change it later on. Yeah, but for now, this is what it is. And it fills in so much more by, blocking a lot of the gray stuff that will be in the background. And of course, there will be a piece of wall down here just to see what color that will be, but there is so much color going on right now into the screen. Also, lesser black or darker colors, better to say, right down here. Like this is for the underground system, which I have not been working on just yet. Also not off camera because I was a little bit busy the last week. And also I've been adding in 2 vehicles, which one of them vehicles is Captain Mizraji, his mini bike. Now, the only thing that is different is that I turn around the stairway. So instead of going down that way, I have it going down that way. So, because I think it looks a little bit better having this onto the long side rather than having it onto the short side somehow, some way. Yeah, but yeah, I like this mini bike. It is very nice. And when I start making this thing, it turned out to be a bit bigger than on the screenshot. Anyways, I've also been making, I don't know, a truck. I looked at reference images of vehicles and, I just wanted to have something for now. And yes, indeed, once I was making this, I actually agree that invisible item frames is going to be very handy also for that, right? Now, the thing is, I'm playing the Bedrock edition and, I tried different key codes. I tried, P's, and then I used an S for self, apparently. Some of these code that I copied actually used 1B at the end, while the other only used 1. Trying to find where it says so, but... Well, anyways, it turns out these comments for item frames, it's not a thing in Bedrock. So I'm going to need to look at some mods, apparently, even though I don't want to do any mods just yet. I will give it some thoughts, but this is actually the very first time that I was like, it might be handy. It is a very simple truck, very high, very thin, a little bit cartoonish. I did add a door at the beginning, but then I was like, it is too high for a door of 2. But I can always, I'm thinking of it, put it up a little higher though. And maybe in the future I'm going to need to change this. I want to make the car 4 wide instead of 3, so you're gonna have like double door. You only have to change the parking lot a bit, and this motorcycle or mini bike doesn't need that much space, so I will just have a little look at it, what I'm going to do with that. Of course, you guys can give me some tips and tricks and that good stuff. I also added in some iron fence down there to just break things up a little bit. Like we have like this very boring edge there, and I was like, let's stairways it down like that. Also on this side. Yeah, this is a little bit what I wanted to show. Now, I'm actually going to fix 2 shops in here. It is always beautiful to see the sun going down. Alright, it's almost perfectly dark right now, so I can just show you around. And I haven't seen it in darkness just yet, so maybe I'm going to need to add some lights though. But let's take a little look around what we have for right now. I'm just going to slowly walk forward to it and show you all of the beautiful lights in the fancy RTX. I think this time I want to walk like this because I also have not seen the store in RTX just yet. Now all of these colored glass windows, yeah, it's not really something that you should keep in mind. This is RTX and I'm building in vanilla mode to say. But on the inside, it always seems to look very good, right? That is what I'm trying to say. On the inside, it looks good. The outside, you know, it might look a little darker and a little unclear. But, fantastic. Look at that. I'm still so happy with this fish tank. It is incredible. And now we also have this look down here. Now I can really tell I'm going to add some more light to the show down here. Now one thing I'm also going to do is get a little bit more into the street light type of deal. The last time on RTX I did place it around some lamps at the apartment in the back over there because it was pretty dark. Now down here, yeah, it can definitely use a little bit of light. Also going to keep in mind it is cyberpunk-ish, so it shouldn't be lit up too much. But up there, that is definitely going to be important. And I do like the glow though. That looks very nice. There, yeah, up here, super duper dark. Up here, super duper dark. Yeah, definitely something need to be added down here. I like this. You know, this is super clear. This is very nice. I like that. Things seem to be very sweaty, or shiny better to say. Yeah, this is good lit up. I like this. Alright, and now let's take a look from the other angle. Yeah, this is nice. Like nice and warm color. Yeah. Yeah, this is super duper nice. So then we're gonna get into this area now. It's also not very lit up just yet. And then down in here, I've used very dark windows. I think it's like gray windows, but I'm curious to see how it looks on the inside because yeah, those things don't really do anything. I notice right now. I will just take a little look at it in a second. I'm also going to show you guys in daytime, but this looks beautiful. Yeah, so I just, you know, I pressed like Alt and then I just randomly hit some numeral keys. Then this stuff came out and I just copied it all over the place. This looks insane. Yeah, see it from the inside right away, it looks so much more different. But this time I use like a shorter box. And this is like, I like to call them crystals. You know, I cannot pronounce that, but one stack on diamond. I love this. And so, not to get immediately daytime into your face, I'm just gonna do it like this. And let's have another walk around. Oh yes, wonderful. I just love it so much. I'm so super duper glad that I went for a cyberpunk apocalyptic type of deal, because you can just make stuff look like how you want to make it look like, instead of, you know, all this serious and realism and the heck is that? Oh. Okay. Yeah, in here. Oh, it's. Ooh. Got a feeling it smells very nice in here, and it's very warm in here. I don't know why. But yeah, this daytime it looks good. It just looks as it's supposed to look. It's just perfect. And you, sir, you just changed your position after I restarted. It's okay. I'm not even going to bother with that anymore. This also looks very good. Except for that. Close. I think it's because of this thing when you... It's like a sensor, I've noticed. And then you have the store. It's still, yeah, very dark. I thought these things would work though, to be honest. But it's like a pumpkin lit up. It did seem to work in normal mode. And yeah, this once again. Oh, this looks really cool. Okay, let's go to normal mode. Oh, yeah, and of course, I also made the stairs up here already. And on purpose, I made this step here a little bit longer, because I think for the future, I'm going to need this for like a doorway down here or something. Maybe an alleyway or like that. And, you know, build some fences out here. We'll be building here too, so that's why it stops here. Yes, it looks lesser fancy, but I still think it looks cool, right? Purplish. And this, yeah, like look at this. Now you can clearly see that this is like a clothing store type of deal. And yeah, that's why I thought it was lit up for a bit. Yeah, I don't have diamond nor gold in here. I'm going to save that up for a little bit higher onto the whole show that we are building. Gold, diamond, expensive stuff. Even though I know this is better than diamond, but it's just about the colors. I think got some candles, some, I don't know, closets. What do you call that for storage stuff? I like that new a pin swipe machine or whatever. Credit card in English, I guess you call it, like this guy. I don't want to place it all over the place, right? Like that. So yeah, in this case, let me know what you think about the whole situation that we did in this episode. If you have some extra ideas or things that I need to try out or switch or change, then just let me know. And then I can see what I can do with that for next time. And I'm sure going to take a little look here and there, add some light, maybe create some light poles or something for the darker parts. I just hear a bee in here. Hello? Bee? I can hear you. Are you in there? Bee?